Hi everyone, my name is Teen, and today's exercise in question is the tendu. I have elicited the help of one Russell Clarke. He is professor of dance here at the Boston Conservatory, and he is such a wonderful colleague and educator in dance. I met Russell in 2017 when I first moved to Boston. I think he was also starting out uh, in this new position as well. Um, and so, working with him, I realized he was very concise, and all of his comments and suggestions and advice to the dancers were all very concise, very logical, and very functional. Sometimes there are combinations in class where, there's space for the dancers to be very artistic, to be very creative. And then there are times when the combinations are for you to use as building blocks for more complicated movements that might occur later in class, or maybe use as motifs in performances later on. And so with the Brussels tendus that I'm showing to you today would be two very different but functional exercises. And the first one, I would call it a waltz-like tendu. It's in three. Tendus can also be in two or four, depending on the style of the teacher. But I think Russell, he was considering the mental and physical state of these dancers of this level. They've all just finished some pretty big performances the past weekend, and this Monday morning 8:30 class can be quite brutal. And so the first one is a warm-up tendu with some pliés, maybe with some arms, for the musical aspect of it. It might sound like a very fast plie music, except maybe running eighth notes instead of being in the left hand to provide this very like bubbly and shimmery quality. They are now in my right hand, and in my left hand are just more pronounced quarter notes. Boom, 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 and in my right hand, da 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 dun dun dun. So I say waltz to just to give it not a genre, but sort of a feeling where the first beat is more important. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This tendu is also a little bit lyrical, and the lyricism is there to provide warmth for the dancers as they are pleading and just still learning of the body. The second one, oh, before I forget, Russell did title this tendu from first. The second one is tendu from fifth. Now, the fifth position is not very easy to maintain, and it's also not a very natural stance for people. So he also pairs this position with rhythmic vitality, and I mean that by saying that in his combination, he will use rhythm to shape his combination, and I, as a pianist, should aim to capture that because it's very important for them to feel those variances and those subtle differences within the combination. And so, let's say you'll hear this later on, but in the same combination, I'll go from a 3, having 3 beats in a measure, to having 2 or 4 beats in a measure, depending on how you phrase it, right? So it's in the second combination, it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, three, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I, messed up on my numbers there, but you get the gist of how I, switch off from the 3 to the 2, and it's very important because that's what he wants in the combination. And so it would have been, totally great if you were able to find music that reflected that on the spot. But sometimes improvisation does become your friend, and once you are, able to memorize the important elements of a combination, you really can improvise your music to show that, and it's very helpful to dancers. Without further delay, let's look at these 2 videos and let me know if you have any questions.
We just brush through with the straight leg. Now we start to travel away from the bar to inside leg, to tendus. Nice and slow. Then we take the 4 counts to go back. And again, keep it slow. No roll through. We go 1, releve, turn 3, and 1, forward, launch, and go. 4 count, then 1. Fully roll down. We close inside leg, just 4 tendus with a count. We start from the plie. The standing leg is the leg that's fully working. Then we shift to the outside. We double the tempo. 4 with the 3 to the side. We hold count 8. Daddy air. Slow, push it down.